So this old fence wood was brought in to be cut up for firewood, and this stuff is weathered. It's been sitting out there in 60-degree temperature changes between winter and summer. It's beautiful wood. So I grabbed some and took it into the workshop. The grain is beautiful. I cut it to size and it's still as hard as nails. So I decided, let's give it a clean up with my magic planer and see what it looks like. And the grain on this stuff is beautiful with that weathered, cracked, just gnarly wood. Grab some pellet planks to build a frame. Then work out the structure of the frame and then to check if the soon-to-be tabletop is going to fit into the frame. And then I applied some of the world's strongest wood stain. I grabbed an old piece of chipboard that I had lying around and some pellet planks and built up a bed for the epoxy process. Before putting the bed together, I covered each piece of wood with overlapping boxing tape. And then I carefully sealed all the corners with silicone. Then I grabbed my slab and stick it in the bed. It fit like a glove, so I'm chuffed. And then it's time to add the epoxy, which I've already mixed some black dye into. I just need to add the hardener. After mixing the hardener into the resin for a solid 5 minutes, it's time to add the epoxy to the slab. This isn't a deep pour, so I'm not going to just empty the bucket onto the table. I'm going to use a syringe and fill up all the holes, which are mostly an inch and a bit deep. So just time consuming really. So I broke the tabletop out the mold and the black epoxy filled all the gaps perfectly. And then while trying to fill my gap between the tabletop and the frame, the seal burst and I lost half a kg of resin overnight. So I'm going to find a way to clean the frame up and take it from there. And while my repair job cures, I go to my little stash of reclaimed wood and select some wood for legs and plane it and sand it out. I then have to cut a nice taper into the wood with a 15-degree angle on the top and the bottom. And this is a rough version of one of those legs. I hate exposed screws, so I use some 7mm dowels and cover those screws up. And then it's back to the reclaimed wood section to pick out some legs for my benches. I grabbed 3 more of those fence planks and am gluing them together for the top of the bench. And here the table legs have their final black coat. So anywho, we're not going to make this a long one, so let's do a 1, 2, skip a few 99.